Hello, this is Tony over at Instructomania, and I want to first of all thank you for your purchase. And I'm going to walk you through in this video how our content works using the link table of contents accompanied with the scope and sequence that comes with every single unit. Alright, you'll find our scope and sequence on the second page and on every other page in our link table of contents. When opened, you'll see that our scope and sequence is organized very much the same way as the link table of contents, starting with the unit introduction, geography, vocabulary, content instruction, which includes direct instruction and readings, activities, warm-ups, and review and assessment. Our scope and sequences are divided into the basics and the basics plus extension. You'll see that each of the basics and extensions provide a general time allotment and a sneak peek of the directions. Remember, the directions on most of the activities are actually on the assignment itself as well. Something to note is that our geography, vocabulary, and content instruction all have mini quizzes that can assess students along the way. Also, something to note is that our content instruction, or notes and readings section, comes with the same thing for every unit, which is a direct instruction opportunity and or guided notes, a reading collaboration where students do closed reading, or reading stations where they're able to mill about the room and learn on their own. This allows teachers to choose what works best in the classroom and mix it up within each unit. Now let's navigate to the link table of contents to see what these elements look like. Alright, something to note is that our link table of contents is set to view only. We do that so that if we make edits, you have a fresh copy immediately. Also, you'll note that the link table of contents is set up just like the scope and sequence with introduction, geography, vocabulary, notes and readings, activities, big ideas, or review, warm-ups, and assessments. Starting with the introduction, you'll see that the scope and sequence is on this page and on every page. Also, you'll note that digital materials are in blue and printable materials are in red. Of course, you can preview all digital materials, and if you'd like to make a copy, you simply open it up and make a copy. I would like to warn you to make sure that you have your Google Drive account open so that it knows to copy to that account. Almost all of our units have an introduction video and also one other lesson to choose from. Typically, I choose one of these per unit. Next is the geography section. The geography section includes student color maps, which can be teacher-directed or student-directed, a student blank map for them to fill out, readings, and charts that can be used as graphic organizers, and review games. Also, there's an assessment, either a Google form or a printable assessment or quiz. In some cases, you might want to use the escape room as either a review, or it can also be used as an assessment. It really is entirely up to the teacher. You'll notice that there are probably more things in any given unit that you may use in any year. That's really just up to teachers to choose what might work best for their class and also to mix it up throughout the units. The vocabulary section has editable definitions, a card sort, and or an interactive Google, in other words, assignment, which is the same content, just either paper or Google Interactive, a Quizlet vocabulary game that has fantastic review games that can be teacher-directed or student-directed, a term play or another version of a slides game that can be played as a class game, and of course a vocabulary quiz that can be given at the end of the section. The notes and reading section will be the backbone for Instructomania content delivery. As referenced in the scope and sequence, there are notes, which could be guided and or teacher directed, stations, and a snapshot reading, which is often done in pairs or individual, that is accompanied by a print or Google Forms quiz, just like the vocabulary and geography quizzes that are also provided. Remember that all three of these give a general overview of the content, so in any given year I may use one or two of these, but probably not all three. After the notes and reading section, there's an activities section. Again, there are more activity choices than will be used in any given year. The activities are designed to go more in depth on the content already covered in the notes and readings. The activities will vary from short reading and writing activities to primary source-based activities and mini projects. Again, activity choices are going to greatly depend on teacher preferences, time allotment, and any skills they may like to hone in on for that unit. After content instruction, the big ideas can be used as a review. Big ideas are really the backbone of our Instructomania content. They cover the key concepts for each unit. We have instructional materials here that are typically used at the beginning of the year. However, they can be a great reflection piece and can be used at any point in the year. This is something you don't want to dive into right now. The doodle notes give a broad overview of the big ideas, and also there's a great big ideas matching review that are both excellent reviews. The warm-ups are both skill-based and big idea-based. They can be used at teacher discretion as a review and or a daily bell ringer. Lastly, every Instructomania unit has a CER assessment at the end of each unit. The CER assessments are fantastic tools for students to revisit excerpts they've seen throughout the content and support claims with evidence from the text. It can be done in several different formats, can take from anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and of course all this information can be accessed on how to run it in the teacher instructions. Thank you from our classroom to yours. We appreciate your support. We hope you have a great year.